Good evening everyone, welcome to our Lady Boss event. So we're back with our Lady Boss event to celebrate amazing women who are building fantastic business in Bali. But today's event is special. Why? Because this is the first Lady Boss before 30 edition. Before 30 edition recognized bright and young women entrepreneur before the age of 30 whose success stories are inspirational and motivational. And our speaker today is Viskania Anggrina, the founder of natural organic beauty product Kalasunara. And at the age of 26, she managed to sell more than 10,000 of her natural skincare products, which is very amazing. She will be sharing her life stories, struggles, and how she had wanted to give up before, but chose not to, and how she successfully run her business now and becomes a lady boss. You may also ask questions at the end of the sharing, as we have a questions and answer session later. And now, without further ado, let's give a warm welcome to Viskania.
Hello guys, good evening. Thank you so much for coming, I really appreciate it. Today I will share a little bit of my experience in my business, as well as I will share about the Kalasunara. I mean, what is Kalasunara? I will talk more about the business that I have been built. I also thank you so much for Dojo for inviting me. It's been such a pleasure that I can stand here to share my experience. I will share about my introduction first. Please allow me to share about my name and where am I coming from. Hi, my name is Viskania Anggrina. Sorry. You can just call me Viska. And I was born in Jakarta, May 14, 1996. I am just turned 26 years old last month. And my zodiac is Taurus. And I live in Bali since 2014, means I'm already in Bali for 8 years. My education background is Bali Tourism Institute. I took hospitality business major. So if you are wondering, I live in Bali for 8 years. But before I came into Bali, I was raised and born in Jakarta. I have my mom is Chinese and my dad is India, but I live with my mom since I was kid, so I feel like I'm more Asian culture that I have. So here is the picture of myself with my product. I want to share a little bit about my career path. So I moved to Bali since 2014, and I graduated in 2018. I took 4 years for my bachelor degree. But before I graduated, I've been accepted to work in Hilton Company. Have you guys have heard Hilton Company? Yeah, I work in Hilton Company, especially I work in Hilton Garden in Bali, in sales department. So I was working in a hotel, because I took business hospitality major. We learned a lot about sales marketing, not only in the hotel, in business, in restaurant, in cafe. So I feel like I had nice experience when I took my college in Bali Tourism Institute. It is located in Nusa Dua, Bali. So I worked as a sales marketing for 2 years. Here I want to share my experience since I was in college first. So I start my business based on the problem that I was facing at the time. Hello, thank you for coming. So I want to share how it is started at the beginning. So this is me with my problems before. when I was in college, I feel like I never been dated before. I never had a boyfriend before when I was in school. So when I moved to Bali and when I enter my college, I feel like I want to have a boyfriend this time. So I think that looks one of the important thing that I should have at the time. And then it came up like this. I have lots of acne, pimple, redness all over my face. Maybe it is because hormonal, or it can be because like makeup that I use. Because when I went into the college, instead of being a natural face, I cover my acne with makeup because I didn't feel like confident. Instead of I use like natural thing or like a doctor thing, I use makeup to cover my face. So I've been facing this for 2 years, and then I have a new friend named Sarah. She was coming from Australia, and she was living a sustainable life. So she create like a natural product, but not for sale. She created for herself, and she used it. She living a sustainable life, like for the skincare, she made it by herself, and then for the foods, she made it by herself. And then Sarah told me to make my own recipe. Of course, she told me the beginning how to make it, what kind of ingredients that will be good for your pimples, for your acne, for your problems. She told me at the very beginning. So I'm really thankful for Sarah. She moved back to Australia. She just living in Bali for a year. But I really got a lot of experience until I try to make my own recipe. This picture actually not the first time not the first time I created my my face mask or my body mask. I didn't have a picture when I started, but I have a picture when I'm running it. So I learned a lot from Sarah, and after from Sarah, of course, I joined like an online school for natural face care, for face mask, for body scrub, how to make it the natural one, because I feel like my skin really suits for the natural one. I went to the doctor, but when I went to the doctor, I feel like itchy all over my nose, my face, and I think, oh, I'm not really suitable with the doctor recipe. And then I start to make my own face mask and body scrub 2017. So I want to share a little bit about the effect of coronavirus. So I've been living in Bali for 8 years by myself. I have uncle, auntie here, but actually my parents came, at the first time they came to see me, but they really liked Bali until they decided to move to Bali in 2017. They started to open a business. It's like a noodle shop business. My parents did it, noodle shop business, or like Chinese noodle, because it's very identical in Jakarta. And then in 2018, they went bankrupt. I didn't take care so much of the warung or the noodle shop because I was still in college. They opened in Denpasar. Meanwhile, I was studying in Nusa Dua. So I didn't really have time to take care of my parents' business. I helped just with social media. I tried to invite all my friends, but it didn't go well. So from 2018, they went bankrupt, and luckily I have been accepted in Hilton Bali. So I've been like a breadwinner. I work for my family. I have one little brother. So yeah, from 2018 I worked for my family, and then I worked less than 2 years. Coronavirus. Corona came like globally. I work in Hilton, in Bali when the corona is still here. I don't know if now still here or not. I mean, 2 years ago, since the very first beginning, it was really an awful moment. For hotels, restaurant, so many places were closed, and of course, we are almost like jobless. Hard to find a job, hard to live. And I started to think, my company cut my salary 80%, so I just have 20%, and it doesn't enough to pay my rent, because I was renting a place to live here. And I started to think, how can I make money more to live for me and for my family, because I have make money enough for 4 people at the time. So what did I do? I started to think, oh yeah, I learned from Sarah about how to make a skincare, and then I make a skincare. I tried to sell it by myself. It was like a very homemade skincare at the first time. I started my business with hesitation, of course, because I didn't have license. In Indonesia, it was so hard. If you don't have any license, like people like, what is the ingredients? Is it really natural? Is it really good? So I started my online. I started my online in 2020. But my online, I just started, so I didn't really feel like I can make lots of money from my business. What did I do? After my company cut my salary off, they asked me to work just for 3 days in a week. I worked in Hilton for 3 days, and I started to apply a job in Muzoya, Bali, located in Berawa. And it is like cakery and drinks. I worked there as a sales marketing. So I worked in Hilton for 3 days, and I worked for Muzoya Bali for 4 days. So I worked 7 days full non-stop. And then how can I manage my online shop? Of course, after I came back from my work. So when I worked at the Hilton, I worked at 9 and I went back to home at 5. After 5, I managed Kalasonera. What did I do? I just, at the very first beginning, uploading and start to invite my friends to use. Yes, so I work 7 days full non-stop. But yeah, who knows? Finally, I mean, my Kalasonera is just my side hustle at the time, just to make more money, because I need to make here 20% of my salary. Then I guess this is for 75. Meanwhile, this is a 5% at the time. But I'm really glad that finally my side hustle earns so much than my main job. Finally, I decided to focus on my side hustle after just focus on my side hustle after 8 months. So it was still in the corona moment. So I will share a little bit about the Kalasonera itself. Kalasonera means sunshine in Sanskrit. I took like a very Indonesian name. I mean, I didn't use like Kalasonera skincare or yeah, I just want to represent like a natural skincare from Bali, Indonesia. Means sunshine in Sanskrit. Established in Bali 10 May 2020. We have to create the local products organic from a Bali home production based on online. Because I didn't have a place at the time. I just started from a small business. And the start products were face masks and body scrub. So I were following like an online coaching, offline coaching, how to make natural products, and I came up with these ideas that I want to make face masks for four variants. Of course, like a green tea for oily skin, and then a chocolate, and then charcoal, and the coffee, and for body scrub, sandalwood, coconut chocolate, and coffee. Of course, both of this type has a different benefits for our skin. This is the product that I made when I started my business. This one following, but the first time I created just this. So I made like a chocolate very good for rejuvenate and fight aging, and charcoal for detoxify the skin, Kalasonara green tea fight acne or oily, and for coffee really good for hydrate skin and under eye problem. So the first thing that I did is just take a picture of me and my product, because let's be honest, I didn't have any money at the time to pay a model. Maybe some of my friends will glad to help. Anyway, I started my business with 2 million rupiah. In Indonesia, 2 million rupiah atau 2 juta rupiah. And then after I made this I made 100 pieces of my face mask at the time. 25, 25, 25, and 25. Full of hesitation, of course. How can I sell these 100 items? Where? Do my friends like it? Do they want to try this? And then I just post on my Instagram daily, routine. I just post, I don't care what people say, because I need the money to make a life for me and my family. So I made this, and less than a month, or a month and 30 days, I mean less than 2 months, I sold more than 1,700 pieces of this. Yeah, less than 2 months. I never thought that this could be that high, because I just tell my friends at the time, could you please help me to post this? Could you help me to post this? Maybe after you post, actually at the time I check on my friends if they want to buy it. Of course, I will be happy, but no, if they didn't want to buy it, if they just post my products, I will give the products for free, especially my close friends just to try it. And then this one is following, because I feel like everybody already tried my face mask. How about my body scrub? This one is sandalwood, chocolate, coffee, and coconut. Like sandalwood is very favorite to prevent like the body odor, and the coconut to smooth, and the coffee and the chocolate. And then shortly after I asked my friends to post it, I start to have an inquiry how to be reseller. How if people from outside Bali wants to sell my product. Of course, I was so happy, and I give them like instruction. If you want to become my reseller, at the very first time, I didn't like push any person to buy my product in a huge quantity. So you just need to buy this, start from 25 pieces. When you buy 25 pieces, so I sold this face mask. You can use like 3 times. The price will be 25,000 only. But if I sell this to my reseller, I sell this start from 14,000 until 12,000. And then I start an inquiry. How about if I want to buy 1,000 pieces from Java? I received lots of inquiry in Java. Of course, I give you the special price. The cost would be 10,000 only. So the lower price was 10,000 rupiah. So with 10,000 you can make, or you can sell 25, and you can make benefit or profit 15,000 for 1 pieces. And then from 1,000 they ask for 2,000 and so on. We have reached 12 cities in Indonesia, where Bali, Lombok, Jakarta, Bandung, Bandar Lampung, Balikpapan, Malang, Bogor, Medan, Aceh, Kepulauan Riau. So almost like this to this. This one is Papua. We haven't entered that, but we are already here. So currently we have reached 12 cities in Indonesia. They not only ask for the face mask nowadays, because I finally have more service than just a face mask. I will tell you later. So here is the product. This is a face mask, body scrub face mask. I start to sell like hampers, Christmas hampers with the bags, and this. I guess this is on December 2021. So I have like a diffuser and candle as well. After I sell the product to my friends, and even not my friends, because I receive lots of inquiry based on Instagram. I put my number. If you want to become a reseller or a distributor, you can just contact my number. I start to join like a bazaar or open market. This one, for example, the first event that I was following is Ubud Artisan Market. So I want to share a little bit experience. In 2018, I guess, 2018, me and my mom went to Ubud Artisan Market, and I really like myself being in a bazaar. At the time, means three years ago, before 2021, I feel like, oh, someday I really want to open my market here. I really want to open my bazaar. So when I had the chance to open my market here in Ubud Artisan Market, the place that I have been visited with my mom, I feel like such a dream came true finally. Even for a small bazaar, but it was a step for me, and I really love being in a bazaar. So I start a collaboration, because I feel like collaboration more brings up the business opportunity, and of course the customer. Like for this, Kala Sunara X Cheese Made like cookies. So in one table like this, we share. This is my product, and this is my friend's product. So we collaborate each other, and from one bazaar to another bazaar until now. So when I was running this, for information, I didn't have any place. I didn't have a shop. I just have a virtual shop. So what did I do to make people aware of my product? Is just following the bazaar. Until I finally received lots of inquiry finally, I worked together with the elderly woman in Gianyar. I have a amazing woman that I knew. She guys helped me to create my product, but of course with my training first at the very first beginning. So they worked before for a spa, but when COVID, all the spa closed, and I started to have a small talk with that elderly woman, or we call it as Ibu here in Bali, Ibu. I start with this one, Ibu Tedung. Her name is Ibu Tedung. I asked Ibu Tedung, I want to make a small business. Can you please not help, but together work. We work together. I didn't call like a spouse or whatever. I call them as my team. Start with Ibu Tedung, and this one for candles. Start from Ibu Tedung. So after I received lots of inquiry, finally I have 3 partners that I work together with them. Still, I don't have any shops. Then how can it work? In Gianyar, they have a place like home. The home is very clean. It's very clean, very hygiene. And I start to put my my things there, my equipment there, and then I didn't have a shop, but I made like home production. After 2 years, we have more than 20 products now, 32 products. After I count, I have now 32 products, and this one is like coconut, shell coconut, and for candles, for soap, bar soap, for this one jar candle. Then how can I receive lots of inquiry? I'm not working with the reseller or distributor anymore. I mean, not anymore. I still work, but I emphasize, I make large my channeling, I make large my business system. So I am now, we are available now for white labeling. White labeling, what is white labeling? Like this. I make this product. I already have a permission from the owner to share this to you guys. So this is Waluya, this is Sankarupe, and this is Alumeka. This is a tanning oil, this is hair oil, and this is a body and face oil. So they create their own label, and then I started to supply all the ingredients until the packaging. So the customer, if they want to receive like a full package, yes, we can help you to do that. Or if the customer wants to buy in bulks, yes, we can do that. Bulks order. I also support the villa or hotel nowadays. Finally, all the hotels start to running back again. I also open for birthday gift, wedding souvenir, hampers, and corporate gift. I work together with several companies to provide the corporate gift, because I'm not only provide for beauty, but I also provide like candles, room diffuser, essential oil. So it is available not only for women, but for the men as well. So usually this is the sample. When customers start to decide or start to, yeah, I mean they will have lots of options. I will give them the sample first until they decided what is the most item or product that they like. We also do the export. Finally, we had a change to do the export. So not only a national, but we had a change to export. Yeah, I believe it is start with one step to another step. So hopefully Anyone knows this country? So I started to export to Australia. So yeah, since Bali and Australia is very close, I start to expand my business in Australia. I start to find. I was thinking that I will start to find my buyer, but I believe that the power of words of mouth. So I have like I make myself channeling to the others. I make lots of friends, and my friends telling another friends that if you want to make a business or rebrand to Australia, I have a friend who can do that. So I was accidentally met the buyer. So this is for Australia. And then what is the item? I'm back again. For Australia, the item were this. This is just 2 types, but actually I export more than five different items like body oil, face oil, body scrub, face mask, and massage oil. And I have now inquiry to French. At first I was thinking that do the export was really impossible for me because I started my business with 2 million rupiahs. I never thought that I can do this. Of course, not with myself, but I got a huge support from my family. My family trusts me that I can make money from my business. That's where my support come from. And I plan if this business is running well, I really want to help the elderly woman that I work together and the kids' education as well. I know it's a small amount that we, or not small amount, or small step that we can contribute to the kids in Bali. But I believe every small action will change their moment or their life. So I start to collect 5,000 until 7,000 to support children's education in Bali. This is Rumah Pelangi located in Denpasar. I've been partnership with Rumah Pelangi for 2 years. Why 5,000 until 7,000? Because my product were so affordable and so yeah, we can categorize as a cheap price. So if I sold 25 from my site, I will collect 5,000, for example. But if I sell price higher, I will collect the higher amount. So I will. I'm not like visit this place by myself. Of course, when I want to share the event, I share with my friends as well. I have friends and I have team. So we start to collect the money from Kala Sonara and my friends who is willing to help as well. And this one, we visit Rumah Pelangi, we teach them, we provide the books, we help to provide these books and snacks, and we also share like a plans, small plans, and draw together. We share about how to grow the plants. So this is me and Ari. Ari is my content creator. I was not working alone now because I have a team. She was working as a Instagram content. This is the most not the most, I mean, yeah, but this is the hardest part that I finally did. So I want to share experience, especially when you want to build business in Indonesia. I don't know if for outside Indonesia, but for Indonesia, it was really hard. I cannot make a home production. First, I will I have a penalty. I will have a penalty from the government because I don't have a license. If they catch me, they will ask a huge amount of money, of course. And then the second, the trust. I hard to have a trust from the customers because when they open a marketplace, they easily find we call this as a BPOM. So this is like a monitorize the medicine and the cosmetic in Indonesia. If we find like a Shopee, Tokopedia, it's like a marketplace in Bali, they will put BPOM as the first nickname of the product or the first title of the product. BPOM, face mask organic. Meanwhile, I didn't have that at the moment. So how can people trust me? I got the trust that I finally made more than 10,000, but still, I want to swim in a large, not in a large pool anymore, but I want to swim myself like in the sea. So finally, after 2 years, I can make this. This is like a business license or certificate that I have a micro business under my name. So it's now finally legal. And finally, I have been monitorized by BPOM. So this is like a notification has been notified by BPOM that I will, for example, Kala Sonara Candle Nut Oil. This one is the size. This is my address. So for your information, to make this license, for example, like I made 4 variants of face mask. If you think that one face mask can be 1 license, it's totally wrong. One variant face mask is 1 license. So if this license started from 30 millions, I have 4, mean I have to multiple, make it like the 12 millions, and then I have 4 kinds of body scrub, 12 millions. So for license only for face mask and body scrub, I should spend around 24 millions. After I got the BPOM, they didn't want me to make in a small production anymore. They asked me to produce a huge amount, more than usual amount that we were making at the time. I find that this was the easiest license that I ever got. So this one is material safety data sheet. When I want to export this to Australia, this is the easiest license. I thank for Australian government for the export. It was really smooth. They helped me a lot. So before I export, I don't have this. I don't have any license, but I can enter Australia because they call me like small production. I mean, yeah, I just export at the very first beginning for 300 bottles. So for Waluya, Kanal Sonara for Waluya, this is a body oil, but they need to know the composition and the ingredients. What is the ingredients? What is the detail? And it was really easy to get this. But of course, this is also not for free. For material safety data sheet, if I want to export, I should pay 1.5 million as well for 1 items. Like if I export 5 min 1.5 multiple 5. So guys, after 2 years that I built my business, actually I was a very shy person. I was really an unconfident person because I have a little bit of backstory back in Jakarta. Because if I allow to share a little bit, I'm not being like, this is not a racist topic, no, but I just wanted to share to you guys that back in Jakarta, I live in Asian culture, but I grew up as the tallest, the biggest, because my dad was coming from India. And that makes me really uncomfortable. My friends mock me up, they build me since I was junior high school. So I've been bullied by 3 years because my posture was very different from the others. And then I was a very shy person until I moved. My mom was really an angel for me. She moved my school finally for my vocational tourism high school when I entered the high school, and I started to make friends more. It started from high school. On junior high school, it was totally zero. I have like a very bad experience. That's why to start a business, I was thinking that it was possible. I cannot stand up, I cannot speak. I'm afraid that people will judge by my looks because I am different. That's why, oh, Bali is a nice place to go. I didn't want to live in Jakarta because, especially in my area, I don't want to live in my area. I need to find another place that suits me, which people will not look me by my physical things, not my anything, which I can settle down and be happy, of course. So that's why a little bit information why I moved to Bali, and I shared that I was a really shy person. I am afraid to stand, I am afraid to speak, I am afraid to do anything until I met this. Start on January, so it's just 6 months ago. Just because I'm shy, my friends, her name is Lisa. Lisa living in Sanur, and Lisa is coming from Indonesia. Her boyfriend is coming from German. She is a really nice person. She encouraged me to do like a workshop. You can make face masks. Why don't you give like a small workshop? Why don't you talk to people? I was really afraid until Lisa asked me to join like a team workshop in Canggu. When I joined the workshop, I feel like, oh, this is amazing. This is amazing. People came and talk to each other and share knowledge and everything. They didn't look each other as a physical thing or whatever. No. So I started to. Okay, Lisa. Thanks for your support. I will start my workshop in January. Hopefully it will goes well. And Lisa, yes, of course, she gave me support, and she also came for my workshop. I said, Lisa, you don't have to pay because you are the one who supports me. No, I don't have to. I have to pay. This is your business. And then I thanked Lisa for from one workshop to another workshop. So currently, I teach not only offline but also online around in Indonesia. So I can make a Zoom for online creation, and I've been visiting this one for Jakarta, this one in Bali. For the place, this past 6 months I still didn't have a studio or a place. So where I took this, I worked together with the coffee shop to open my workshop. So when people come, I give like a partnership with the place where I held the workshop. I want to share to you guys a little bit of workshop experience. Sorry. Wait a moment. I started to put my videos on my TikTok too, because that's where many, not only teenage and adult as well, also playing TikTok. So I started to play a TikTok there. Oh yeah, let me do this. That's a short clip that people can bring home your creation after you make this face care. So if people join my workshop, they can make like 3 face care and 2 body care that they can take home. Usually the range price will be 350,000, but you can get 5 items. If each item costs 50, you will bring like 250,000, and you only pay like 100,000 for the workshop. But for the workshop, you will usually get like based on the partnership, you will get like foods and drinks and so on. So this is when I open booth in Ubud Artisan Market that I show you guys. Interest with my product, I make a live workshop there, so people can came to my booth and make their own creation. So I'm working on this. I'm selling my product. I'm teaching now not only face and body care. This is a little bit of not only teaching the face and body care, but finally I have happy information that I will open my studio next July, finally, located in Kuta. After 2 years, I finally encouraged myself to open. So when I open my place or my studio near to Ngurah Rai Airport, people can learn every day, not only face and body care, also like perfumes, candles, and everything. Natural product they can learn every day. So I will open from Monday till Saturday. I will give the time. For example, schedule for Monday from 1 o'clock until 3 o'clock face and body care. Tuesday from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock for candle and diffuser. So people can come every day to my workspace area. Of course, there will be like a small long table for the workshop, and then of course there will be my shop as well. But today I just came from my studio, still under renovation because I have to do something with that. I finally opened my studio because the situation now is getting well. I'm waiting for the right momentum. I didn't want to take I didn't want to take wrong steps. At the time when I have like money that I earned from my business, I didn't make a shop. I progressed the license. So when I now open my studio, I already got all the license. So I'm not feeling like afraid if the government came and took all my stuff. So I want to share a little bit that I believe people do not buy goods and services. Yeah, they might be buy services, but they buy experience, relations, stories, and magic. That's what's valid for my business currently that I'm running off. So I want to make people experience not only by the face mask, for example, by the face oil, but you can create it as well. This is what I believe, that luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. When in a uncertainty situation, I believe that I had a little bit of readiness at the time to start or to step out from my comfort zone. So when I have my luck and I have my preparation, then I believe that I will get lots of opportunity. I'm the person that I'm not afraid to take any opportunity. So when people ask me, for example, like after I being my salary being cut in a hotel Hilton, you try this to work in Muzoya in cafe. Oh, of course I will try. Any opportunity I will try. I almost never say no until this past months. Lots of great inquiries came in. That's I say no, but any good opportunity I never say no. I always say yes, 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 because like I really want to take another step, no matter how small. This is what I do. I put together my goals. After this, for example, after I sell a product, what will I do? I will make a workshop. After workshop, what? I will make my own studio. So it's like from one goal to another goal, and I make a list of action steps. How can I open my studio? First, I want to save my money, and then second, I should process all the license and be prepared to accomplish and start checking off those boxes. So this is what I do. Yeah, I want to share. I believe that you guys here all are amazing, but feel like quitting in business, not only in business, in work. Impossible to say that, yeah, we haven't think that or had bad days in business. But this is what I do. I had 2 months of break at the time. Of course, the sales go down, a little bit go down, because I feel like I was a little bit bored. That was the moment before I came up with lots of products. When I only make face mask and body scrub, I feel bored. Only sell face mask and only sell body scrub. But when I take a break at the time, it came up with lots of ideas. And this is, I read all fan mail here in my support, and I ask the question, thoughts in my head, what I want. Just face mask or body scrub, or you want to make like lots of products. And I still keep journaling what I'm already grateful for. That the first thing I have hesitation how to fulfill 4 person. I mean, how can I make money? But thank God, I can make money for my family, and my parents' business now is getting well as well in Jakarta. So my mom called me and said, like, just never give up. After they were bankrupt, they start again. After 2 years, it wasn't easy. Believe me, after they were bankrupt, it wasn't easy because their mind like too afraid to take the risk. Yeah, I understand. But my parents opened their shops again, and I'm here living my life with my shop too. This is what I do. And guys, thank you so much. I guess that's a bit of experience that I can share. I do really hope that you guys enjoy it, because I know this is a small steps or a small experience that I can share. I thank for your time, and if you guys have any questions, I will be more than happy to answer it. Any questions or moderator.
So it's now time for a short question and answer sessions. Feel free to ask Viska any questions if you guys have any questions.
The packaging. Yes, I will answer. The packaging that I got, believe me, it is so hard because I want to have like a cute packaging. I want to have a cute packaging, a pink one, like this. More than this, actually, I want, but it should be import from China in a very huge amount, more than 10,000 products. And currently, I still get the packaging still in Indonesia. I have a supplier located not in Bali. In Bali, a little bit hard to find, but outside of Bali, yes, you can find. But you don't have to fly there. Just open the marketplace in Tokopedia or Shopee. I found it easily. But yeah, to expand my business and about the packaging, I really struggle with that. Yeah, hopefully in the next years I can import lots of packaging. Because now the product still with the label sticker, but I just turned some products into the glass. I mean, before we use plastic, we changed it to the glass instead, like that. Thank you so much for your question. Any question came up? For the team. Currently, I just work with 3. Me, my assistant, I mean, I have like a packaging staff, packaging team to package the order because I couldn't do it all by myself, of course. And I have one to maintain my Instagram and another 3 women. But in in my place or my studio, there will be 3. But they don't have to attend for the online working. They don't have to attend every day. But for the packaging team, of course, actually I have more than one for the packaging team like that because I have my siblings to help me to do that. So it's like it turned out like a family business now because my teenage cousin has started to involve in my business. Thank you so much for your question.
Anybody else? Nope. Okay, then. So, Viska, do you have one last message for our audience today before we end the event?
One last question.
One last message.
One last message, not question. One last message. Business. I was thinking that I am small in others people power, but I once read the book. It is from Bob Sadino, an Indonesian businessman. The good business or the good business is just the business that you started. That is the good business. So you don't have to think like, of course you should think critically, but along the way you will get there. So I still believe until now, for whatever I do, the best or the good business is the business that I start, no matter how small. So if like this business, I just keep walking until whenever the direction take me. So my message is like, I want you to guys, I want to share if we can be open for any opportunity, just take the opportunity and always be ready. I mean, while the opportunity come, try to fulfill your knowledge, or try to make something, read something. I guess that's all.
Thank you for answering, Viska, and thank you for sharing today as well. Please give another round of applause for our speakers today.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And also thank you to all the audience who came and who live streamed. Thank you to all the staff who helped with the event today. And this will be the end of the Lady Boss Before 30 edition event. Feel free to stay for a bit and get to know each other, or you may go back as well. So see you on our next Lady Boss event next month.
One thing, one thing. So I forgot to mention that I will have a workshop too in Dojo 2 days from now on Thursday from 11 until 1 o'clock. So if you guys want to join, feel free. The fee will be same, 350,000, but you can get also like 5 products to bring home. Thank you so much. I guess that's all. Thank you so much for the audience and all the Dojo's team.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I take a picture? Yeah.
Can I take a picture?